Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Deep Dive Stories. My name is PJ. I am your host of this wonderful channel. And today is the first inaugural episode, and it happens to be Truth Tuesdays. Now, for Truth Tuesdays, we read Off My Chest, the Off My Chest Reddit. And these stories, man, they're for the truth, just like you said, for real people dealing with real issues and sharing their deepest secrets and regrets and just trying to get some help, trying to get a space, outlet. So let's check out and see what we get. And I'll give my take on it. And man, I know it's going to be something. I know it's going to be intense. I know it's going to be heartstrings. But that's why we do it, just to hopefully help. And hopefully the original poster will see this. So without further ado, let's get into the story. All right. This one is from, again, the Off My Chest Reddit, 22 days ago, from Spiritual-Search 6778. Thank you for the story, Spiritual Search. All right, it says, my husband was paralyzed in an accident, and I'm ashamed of what I miss. All right, from the jump, let me say that I'm not married. I've never been married, but already my heart goes out to this person. This is something that you pray never happens to you, but when you take those vows for worse than sickness and health, it kind of comes with the gig. I'm somebody who believes the gig is the gig, and if you sign up for it, you got to own it, and if you don't, you got to maybe find a way to get out, but don't run from hard times, because you got to choose your heart. It's always going to be something hard. Being fat is hard. Being in shape is hard. You got to pick one. All right, it says he was hit by a drunk driver while riding his bike. Golly. Trying to stay healthy and hit by a drunk driver. That's the worst. C3 fracture. So for those who don't know, that means cervical spine. That's high up. You got 7 bones in your cervical spine up here. So his break is way up here. So that means from everything down, no feeling, I'm guessing. Paralysis from the chest down. So we've been together for 12 years, married for 7. I wonder how old they are, because that would definitely play a factor into it. Some says, I've done everything I can to support him. Ramps, renovations, PT, daily care. I quit my job to be there full time. I meant every vow I said. I love him. Wow, that is intense, and I'm sure very expensive. It says, but sometimes in the midst of the night, I cry into the pillow because I miss his hands on my back. I miss spontaneous kisses. I miss falling asleep to the weight of him wrapped around me. I miss being touched. I haven't told anyone that, not even my therapist. I feel like a monster. I think that's human. I really do. I really think that's human. It doesn't say if this is a woman or a man, because in today's day and age, let's be honest, it could be either or, but I don't think it matters. I think it's just a human emotion that anybody would feel. It says he tries so hard to stay positive. He cracks jokes. He compliments me. But I can see the grief in his eyes too. We lost something we can never get back. And I don't know if I'll ever feel whole again, not without guilt. I just needed to put this somewhere because I don't know who I am anymore. Man, bro, jeez. All right, again, never been married, so I can't truly empathize in a way to say I'm in the seat to know what that feels like. But this is pretty much a nightmare. I don't think anybody would fault you, and those that would fault you for feeling like this are very judgmental. I think this, like I said, a human emotion, and you're just trying to do the best you can day by day. I've heard of some situations where I think it was like this famous chef lady, and she dealt with debilitating disease, and I don't know if she agreed to it, but her husband definitely had another woman that was there to help even with her and to be a part of the dynamic, because first wife was no longer really present. I don't know, man, because as a man, that's rough. If I'm a man, I go down bad. Part of me, I don't know, if I love that woman so much, I might be a jerk just so she would want to go away from me, and I'll just live on assistance from a nurse or something. It would be miserable, and the heart would probably break every day. But I think a part of loving somebody is wanting them happy more than you want yourself. Even going through breakups and heartbreak, the women I really love, I've always wanted them to do better. without me if it didn't work out. And I always wanted to leave people better than I found them. It doesn't sound she doesn't want to leave him. She just misses parts of the relationship that are no longer there. But that's what happened in any relationship, if you ask me. They change over time, and the things you used to do, as time passes, you might not do them anymore. I hope they can find a way to still connect and have, it's going to be hard to have any type of physical passion at that level, but man, my heart goes out. That's why this is True Tuesdays. Off My Chest is tough, man. There's stories like this all the time. Let me know what you guys would do, man. Would you stay or would you leave? I wouldn't judge anybody in this. I'm just curious to see what the audience, what you guys would do. If you were in a situation, if your significant other, your spouse, your mate, your wife was injured, paralyzed, or debilitating disease when they lost functions and faculties and you had to be their nurse pretty much 24/7, could you do it? Would you do it? Why not? That's something we should definitely discuss in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Come back tomorrow. We'll have another story. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I forget what Wednesday is going to be, but it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be something to find down to in the evening and thought-provoking, and it's just life. Till the next time, this is Deep Dive Stories. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the first episode. We'll be back real soon. Peace.